Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a topic that's deeply personal for so many and yet still too often misunderstood. The shame and stigma surrounding GLP-1 medications like Ozempic, Wegovy, Mounjaro, and Zepbound. Whether you're taking them yourself or just curious about this controversy, this video is about clearing up myths, highlighting real experiences, and opening up the conversation around why so many people feel judged, not for gaining weight, but for how they're losing it. Let's start with the basics. GLP-1 medications were developed to treat type 2 diabetes and more recently have been approved for chronic weight management. They work by helping regulate hunger and insulin sensitivity, and they've changed lives, including my own. But here's the problem. Despite their medical legitimacy, people using these meds often face criticism, side eyes, and even outright shame. Why? Because we've been sold the myth that weight loss should only come through grit, willpower, diet, and exercise. If only it were that easy. So when someone uses a medical tool, even one prescribed by a doctor, they're often accused of taking the easy way out. This narrative is not only wrong, it's harmful. Take Christian Miller, for example. He struggled with obesity and type 2 diabetes in his 20s. After being prescribed Ozempic, he finally began making progress. But even then, the comments didn't stop. They just changed. Instead of being shamed for his body, he was now being shamed for how he was changing it. You should just eat less. Try exercising more, as if he hadn't already tried. Then there's Sasha Barden, a registered nurse who went public with her GLP-1 experience. She said, "It was hard admitting I was on the medication, I felt like I was cheating, and when I didn't lose weight as fast as others, it made everything worse." This isn't just about medications. It's about identity, expectations, and a culture that ties morality to body size. Weight stigma is everywhere. In the media, at the doctor's office, even in families. And unlike many chronic conditions, obesity is visible. That makes it an easy target for judgment. But what we often forget is that obesity is a disease. And like any disease, it can and should be treated with the best tools available. We don't shame people with high blood pressure for taking medication. We don't mock people with diabetes for using insulin. So why are we still making jokes about Ozempic on red carpets and talk shows? According to psychologist Jenna Heimowitz, the myth that obesity is just about willpower has been perpetuated by society and the healthcare system for decades. It's outdated and it's dangerous. The stigma around these medications doesn't just stop at awkward conversations. It has real emotional consequences. Many people feel like they're grieving their relationship with food, even when these meds suppress appetite and change how food feels emotionally. Food addiction is a real thing, just like you can be addicted to alcohol and drugs and dangerous behavior. You can be addicted to food. For some reason, some people have difficulty grasping that concept, but it is a real thing. Ask any psychiatrist. Others will deal with the anxiety, depression, and even suicidal thoughts tied to shame, isolation, or unrealistic expectations. That's why mental health support is so important when starting any weight loss medication. Psychologist Eva Panigrahi put it best. Weight and body image are tied to identity and self-worth. Starting a medication that changes these things can bring up unexpected emotions, from grief and shame to social pressure and fear of judgment. I myself have not had any qualms about sharing how I'm losing my weight. The big thing with me is I didn't want somebody to mistakenly think this was something I was doing on my own, just simply through diet and exercise, and the weight was just coming off, because I didn't want anybody to look at me and be like, why can't I lose weight? What's wrong with me? She's just doing it through diet and exercise. There must be something wrong with me. I never wanted that for anybody. And even though my health is not anybody's business but my own, I knew when I started this medication, I was going to be open and honest, because I have seen what happens when people are not open and honest. And I did not want to be responsible for giving anybody a false impression of how I was going about doing this and thinking that they were somehow falling short. So how do we move forward? First, we need to remove morality from the conversation. Taking medication isn't a sign of weakness. It's not cheating, it's healthcare. This medication could very well be saving my life. I had high cholesterol, high blood pressure, and I was on the brink of diabetes for 10 years. 10 years. An A1C that was just hovering there. And this medication is changing all that for me. It has been the only thing in all these years that has actually worked for me. And there is not a diet I haven't tried, an exercise program I haven't been involved with. I have been in conversations with my doctor for 10 years about what I can do to turn this around. And this is the first time I've ever actually seen results. And I'm not about to apologize for it. If this is what I have to do to stay healthy, to not have a heart attack, a stroke, or become a diabetic, then I'm going to do it. Second, you don't owe anyone an explanation for your medical decisions. You don't have to defend your treatment any more than somebody would defend using glasses to see better. And third, we need more compassion, not opinions. Everyone's journey with weight, health, and self-image is personal, and it's complicated. GLP-1s are just one tool, and for many, they are a lifeline. To anyone watching who feels judged for taking these medications, please hear this. You are not weak. You are not cheating. You are taking care of yourself, and that's powerful. As Paige Elazaris said, it wasn't just about wanting to lose weight, it was about staying alive. Amen to that. Wegovy felt like the only tool that could help me do that. If the people around you don't get it, that's okay. Find the community that does. This channel, anybody here, we all get it. I get it. The people that watch my videos get it. This is a safe space. And I also have a Facebook group that I started. It's very small right now. I'm hoping it'll grow. But that is a safe space for anybody to go that is looking for support and not getting it in their everyday lives. And please know that you are not alone. Let's end the shame. We're just trying to be healthy here, people. Let's end the shame. Let's start supporting each other. If you found this video to be helpful, please like, share, or comment below with your experience or support for someone else. And if you're on this journey, I hope you know you are doing just fine. Thanks so much for watching, and take care of yourself.